The Raptors are NBA champions. I can't believe I'm saying that. The Raptors are NBA champions, baby! Yeah!
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Car ton bras c'est porter l'épée. Speak French.
No, you don't. But that was a nice try. Thank you, Larry. A big win. Let me see the arms. Let me see the arms.
Yeah! Raptors! They won, man.
They did. Thank you. You mind fixing the handing out for us? Wow. After going through 6 years as a giant Vancouver Grizzlies fan, I believe our highest win total was 32. Never won the playoffs. Never got into the playoffs. And seeing the Raptors take care of business. You can argue whether it was the biggest win in our nation's history. Probably Paul Henderson in 72 still is. Maybe that Blue Jays' first World Series victory. Yeah, please do. Please do. But the Raptors are NBA champions. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. We got Jansen Bonson representing the Sixers. Raptors, baby, NBA champs. Big parade on Monday. We got Tease. Oscar Valverde Ramirez, top set. Says, great time to be a sports bettor and a Raps backer. T says, I love the NBA, but watching the old Warriors try and three-peat through all those injuries just became horrible to watch. It wasn't horrible to watch until Clay went down, and then it was kind of, very, very difficult situation for them. The bartender says, what's good, Jimmy? Plus 8.87 units yesterday, but let's get more. Viper NB, Raptors did it, says Art Hayes. Viper NB says, how about them Raptors? Poppy Longwood says, my rent and vacation are paid thanks to them Blues and Raptors. My super extra hard bet cash. I love it. Pepper says, was drinking road poppers and partying at Dundas Square till 5 in the morning. There's Ski Profit in the house. Jonathan Suchi says, tears his ACL on a simple dunk. Yeah, it was sad. I mean, it wasn't that simple, but it was sad. Jansen says, fly back home, Jimmy, for the parade. Possibly. Possibly. Ron Crawford says, congrats, Jimmy, today. 68 and 30, 70%. Milwaukee, Cleveland, and then Houston at 85, so at 63%. Is Washington, Oakland, and Tampa. Wow, that's straight from Ron Crawford's spreadsheets. And to all of you guys who sent messages congratulating and just celebrating with me, thank you guys so much. You know, the Canucks have never won anything, and it was when the Jays won in 93 and 94, or 92, 93, however I was a very big Expos fan at the time, so it wasn't really the same for me. And I was so excited about 94 with the Expos, and then that was when we had the strike. So it was very, very, very special night. And Alex Mabry says, boy, did the Raps catch breaks in the finals with all these injuries. Hey, the rings are real, and the banner is real. And it was spectacularly wonderful. Will Rhodes said, put 50 units on the Raptors last night. Hey, so glad to see you guys cashing. And that concludes our NBA season. So I added in my NBA futures, which were just 2. I mean, I did have a personal bet after the Bucks series, $100 on the Raps, plus 1,200, but I didn't announce it. I announced the Raps to win the series bet at plus 375 and got hammered for that. Eddie always says, congrats, Jimmy, on your Raptors pick. Personally got NBA's over. Always tough to make coin on it. It was a nice year. Let's pop out the final record. I had to add in those 2 losers. In my props last night, I went 3-2 and then 1-1 because I missed with the under, but had the Raps on the money line. Rafa, final record for this season. Sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm saying some things wrong. Can you pop it up for us? And that is it. This is all that there is. There you go. up 14.48 units. Good enough. Good enough. Only 5 units higher than last year. Last year ended at 9.7 something, but just under 10 units. So another year of beating basketball, but not beating it enough. And big thank you to all the NBA cappers, the spectacular cappers that we have in the chat and who come on as special guests. Most notably, King Rail, J Money's Money, Ski Profit, Max Senpai, and, Walter Trotter came in, Trotwan came in a few times, and love him, and then all the great cappers in the chat. It was a decent year. And now, before we move on from that, we have a little bit more cleaning up to do before we talk about me going 5-0 in MLB yesterday. So that keeps... Oh, yeah. Alice Park says, Russell, congrats on your Warriors sweep. Oh, God. NHL futures. I finished all those numbers, too, and they're not pretty. They're not pretty at all. In fact, they're ugly. My NHL futures, I went 5 and 20. 5 and 20. Down 10.45 units with an average line of plus 1,001. And my ROI was minus 41.8%. 5 and 20. 5 wins, 20 losses. Down 10.45 units. And that hurt. That hurt my end of the season badly. So let's pop up. And so when I put it out on Twitter, I'll separate the October 16th to February 6th, February 7th till 2 days ago, and then I'll do the futures. But here, I've added the futures to my February 7th to present. So here is the final NHL numbers for the season. And up 20.2 units to finish off the year. And losing those 10 units in futures hurt. And there it is. Those are the final numbers in NHL. Eddie Oler says, Florida Panthers future for next year. Quenville will get that club back on track. I could do that again, but that's 2 years in a row. There's Rez Mob. There's Yo-Yo Street saying Raptors. There's Dave L.A. says, Jimmy, from day one I said it, Raptors. You did. You did. And it was glorious. Glorious, glorious stuff. Joey Stark, I can't really comment on that stuff right now. Dom Ricci says, again, a team game 1 on the road. Rockies and the team leaving play the next day loses. The Rockies lose, team leaving next day loses. Animax saying, congrats to my Raptors family. And Eddie Oiler says, Flyers and Florida Panthers next year to be much better. Well, that's, you know what, now that we just showed this, and we're not going to be going over this again. This is the last time we'll go over this, but here were my futures. So talk about, I had Panthers over 94.5 points, minus 125, lost. Panthers to win the Athletic at 16-1, lost. Panthers to win the East at 25-1, lost. Panthers to win the Cup at 50-1, lost. I had the Canadians under 81.5 points, lost. Red Wings over 73.5 points at plus 101. Avalanche over 86.5 points at minus 131. And then Flyers over 98.5 points, lost. Flyers to win Met, 6-1, lost. Flyers to win East, 12.5-1, lost. Flyers to win Cup, 25-1, lost. Sharks to win the Cup at plus 1,000. Flames over 94.5, cashed. Flames to win the Pacific, plus 560, cashed. Then Flames to win West, Flames to win Cup. Those both lost. Coyotes under 82.5, lost. Sharks win Pacific, lost. Flames win the Pacific, lost. Sharks win West, lost. Penguins win the East, lost. Penguins win the Cup, lost. Knights win West, lost. Knights win Cup, lost. And then remember the Bruins to win the Cup at plus 190 that I made at before the Hurricane Series, lost. So those are a lot of losers. So that's 2 years in a row where my futures have been bad. And this year's playoffs was 500. Last year's playoffs was bad. So overall, there's things I need to work on in my NHL capping, which is my best sport. And when you do it publicly and you show your record and it's transparency and honesty and all that stuff, it shows where you're going wrong, and that's where I'm going wrong. That's where I'm going wrong. And Don Reach said, Jim, teams going into Colorado are losing that first game. The teams leaving Colorado playing next day are also losing. Yes, Don Reach, yes. We talked about that. Dave L.A. was, and both Dave L.A. and Russell Gordy were talking about leaving their bats in Colorado. So that's what's up. Everyone talking about how wide open the NBA will be next year. It is very, very, very exciting. Tomino says, I think Durant still goes to New York. I think that the Warriors most likely sign him, but we'll see. All right. So now, with all that said and done, so that's done. NBA, NHL, done. Now, I'm going to have to tweet out all my future bets. So I'm having a really nice month so far. Good enough, up about 18 or 1900. But it's all going to go away when I tweet out my future bets. And so that will be happening throughout the day. And I don't mean to clog up your space, but I have to, show these losses. When I make a bet, I can't just pretend, can't wipe them under the rug. So they're going to be coming out today. There's my man Matt says, let's go Raptors. Crazy in the city, Jimmy. My man Sam says, we still love you, Jimmy. I love you. I love you. There's Marco Turi in the house representing from far, far away. Thank you for joining us, Marco. And now let's get into baseball. And they are completing the Mets game that was postponed last night before this game with Mets minus 123. Love them in that spot. I think it's a very interesting look. And we need to talk about that. And there, Animax says, I emailed you my video for Bellator picks tonight. Oh, perfect. Okay, we'll play that on the late show. And that's what's up. We have a great group. Let's get into baseball. So, in baseball, coming off a 5-0 day, my numbers how many days ago? We're 13 days ago. 13 days ago, I came in down 31.5 units. So, it's been a very, very, very good run. And I don't want it to end. Yesterday, 5-0 day in MLB. And the key for me is just to not reach. Not reach is the key for me. Rafa, can we pop up that baseball record? It's as good as it looked. It's as good as it looked all year. And I know I'm still down 7 units, but man. And also, last year before the All-Star break, I did come up a bit. So I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but man. Pie Guy said, I still can't believe I didn't take the cat, but that move I didn't want minus 5-1. How about this, Pie Guy? I made those 2 plays here, but I didn't take the 3.5 full game. I wanted the 3, and I couldn't get it. So not only that, I lost the first half. When Caleros went down, I was like, oh, this first half's going to cash for sure, and I did not cash it. Okay, so that's what's up. There's all the work we had to get out of the way. Now we are going to be joined in about 40 minutes by DJ Big Boss, and let's start capping this game. Viper MB says, you're coming back strong, Jimmy. Keep it up. Thank you. Dave LA says, what a turnaround, Jimmy. Amazing. You guys have helped so much. Dave, so many of you guys, and especially Dave, but so many of you guys in the chat care about the amount of money in my pocket, which means the world to me. And Jin Rummy's been an enormous help. He's in my head all the time about, going up against the market and then being on the ass end of the line and reaching. So it's all of us working together. Jeff Joseph says, catch with Hamilton and the under tonight on Edmonton moneyline and under 51 rain all day in Edmonton. Montreal plays good defense. There's J Money is money in the house. J Money is money in the house. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste Jeff Joseph CFL. We're going to break down CFL on the late show. And right now, though, this morning's show, let's talk only about baseball. And let's roll. And Vela Life says, not reach. Aren't you a king of the reach around? No, sadly, I'm not. But the legend Pete Loshak would sell his NCAA basketball package for just the small price of a reach around. And I never bought it. But I heard the stories of the people who did. And that's why I never did it myself. All right. And Jay Money saying big day in WNBA. Hopefully you can help us with that, Jay. Hopefully you can help us with that. I've not capped that yet, but I'll be working on that for the late show. Okay, let's get to work. We have all the information we need right in front of us. Let's start with the market moves here. All right, quickly, let's start with the market moves. And we won't need the lineups, so I'm going to put up sportsbookreview.com here. I have all the pertinent information, batter versus pitcher. Here we go. MLB, let's get to work. Money lines and totals at sportsbookreview.com, SBR odds page. And we start with the Ray Scherzer matchup. Make sure I'm logged in. I am. Okay, with the Ray Scherzer matchup, pretty even wagers, pretty even tickets. Bet at this point. Opens at 7.5 and minus 110. It's still there. The Nats open at minus 185. They're now at minus 172. Don Ricci said, Jimmy, is there an Audible today? No, Audible starts next week on Tuesday. That's when we're going to get rolling. All right. And Brandon Lugo says, congrats, Jimmy. I stacked some nice cash on the Raps. Best of luck today. I got around. Cheers. Much love. Thank you for stopping by, Brandon Lugo, and sending that good love. And Remo says, Cuba Gooding Jr. in trouble because of his reach around. Yes. You know, somebody has to ask for a reach around. You can't just reach around. Okay. Let's get to work. Diamondbacks-Nationals. Diamondbacks 23-17 on the road. Very good road record. 77 Fahrenheit clear. 8 miles per hour sideways. Nationals 15-16 at home. Diamondbacks 739, 729 OPS versus righties. Not very good. The Nationals smash lefties. 286, 841 OPS. And my guy Jonathan Succi saying under 2.5 in Italy versus Ecuador. Lock it in. Thank you for sharing that. All right, let's keep rolling. Keep rolling here. Ray, 5-3, 3.54 ERA. He's been talking very confidently about how he's feeling right now. Eddie Euler leaning D-backs, Nats under one way or another. Scherzer, 4-5, 2.83 ERA, 1.12 whip. His numbers are very good and getting very good again. Rod Zawacki taking Nationals -1.5 as a 10-unit play today. Wow. Don Ricci said, I locked in Nats over 7.5 and Mets with Mats at -123. Thank you for sharing that with us, Dom. Scherzer was drafted by these Diamondbacks, and Ray was drafted by these Nationals. Rod Zawacki saying Ray has never beat Nats, and Dom Regis says Nats bats won't be cold like last night. Scherzer 6-0 with a 2.89 ERA, 6 starts against Arizona. Jones is the only one who hits him, and he hits him hard, 13 for 35 with 4 homers. Ray has terrible numbers versus Nats, 0-4, 6.26 ERA. Arizona back-to-back shutouts, 4th time in team history that they've done that on the road. Arizona is now 23-17 on the road, and that's their second best mark in team history after 40 games, and this D-backs pitching staff has gone 20 straight innings without allowing the run. Carlos Perot says Nats bullpen trash. Don Regis said, I love this over. And Rockstar says, got the over at 7.5. Let's take a quick look at these matchups against these starting pitchers. For Robbie Ray, they're hitting 254 with a 451 slugging, gives them a 749 OPS. And these guys hit Scherzer a bit more than we see generally. 252 with a 781 OPS. And Antoine Seymour says, Jimmy, my guy, what's nice? Nice win last night. What's good? Nice win last night. Where are all the people that talked about the Warriors sweeping, looking like the only thing they sweeping is the trash? Raps left behind. Lecture. I love it. Von Polo says, I guess I'm being ignored. No one sees my comment. Well, maybe you just can't read what I'm saying out loud. Okay, sorry, Von Polo. Sorry. Ron Crawford says, Books paid Mets winner yesterday because Mets did not bat in the bottom of the ninth for wager purposes. It reverts back to the last complete inning. Therefore, score was 4-2 Mets after 8. Wow. I did not know that. Nice job, Ron. T saying 2 and 3 year in the NBA and still has no jump shot. Oh, 2 to 3 years now. Okay, sorry. Okay. All right. And Ron Crawford saying 63% is with his spreadsheet on Washington. And Elliot V saying, what up, Jimmy? What up, my guy, Elliot V? I'm not going to make a move at the Diamondbacks-Nationals yet. I think I might need, coming off a 5-0 day, I'm not going to be careful. I'm going to hammer what I think I should hammer. But at this point, I'm not going to make too many moves. I did not sleep enough last night. Mr. Goga says, let's go, Raps. We did get the premium vodka at the top notch, but time to celebrate. I love it, Gokster. Congratulations to everybody up north. Okay, Red Sox, Orioles. Do we know who is starting now for the Orioles? We still don't. We still don't know who's starting at this point. I don't know if you guys know, but I don't. Joe Condi says, can you shout out my bud, Nick Gertz? He's a huge fan. Nick Gertz, thank you for watching, my friend. We work together to defeat the juice. And that's what we need to do right now. And that's what we've been doing lately. We've had a really nice 2-week run. Hope you've been cashing with us, Nick. Let's get to work. Don Regis said, Jim, I had the over 7. My bet was returned. Postponement. I get that. Dark Kent in the house. Okay, let's go to work. So I'm going to skip the Red Sox-Orioles game at this point. Let's move on to Angels at Royals. And thank you to Brian Riley, who got me on the Angels, and a few others who pushed me to jump on the Angels. Great work from you guys listening. Peter always talked about that, listening. And you guys have been leading me in the right direction. Angels and Ohtani hitting for the cycle last night. Andrew Heaney has not looked good in 3 starts. Do we get back on the Rays here? Let's see what the market is telling us. Angels, Rays, opens at 7.5 at -110. It's now at 7.5. Excuse me. Now it's down to 7 at BetOnline. Wow. -125 to the over, so it's gone down. The Rays open up at -186. There's been a 24-cent move towards the Angels and Heaney. And Neil Frank says, whoever was on the Angels, that was very sharp. Yes, it was a very nice spot. Mr. Go says, Parade Monday. I hope to find you there, Jansen. Yeah, it's so exciting. I wish I could be up there. Okay. Blake Snell, 4-5, 3.50 ERA, 1.10 whip. Nice bounce back start after that terrible look against the Tigers. Nice bounce back start against the Red Sox. Angels are hitting 243, 749 OPS versus lefties. Rays are hitting 262, 739 OPS versus lefties. Melly Mouse says, yeah, I was seeing Cashner last night. Yeah, I was seeing Cashner as well, but that's been taken off the board. Tim Histad says, Angels and Royals, great plays last night. No doubt, but I didn't have the balls. I wasn't even on. No, talk about the balls. I just wasn't going to take the Royals in that game. The market was moving towards the Tigers. That was a great look by you guys. Okay. Art Hayes says, what's wrong with Tampa? Well, what's wrong with Tampa is at home in the Dome. 18 and 17 at home. Ron Crawford saying 69% on the Tampa Bay play. Torino says, Angels offense is much better at home. Angels are hitting 243, 749 OPS versus lefties. Rays are hitting 262, 739 OPS versus lefties. Rays are just 1-3 with 3 games left on this homestand. Still a half game behind the Yankees for first in the AL East. 5 active members of the Angels roster have seen Snell. They're hitting combined 211 batting average with 634 OPS. Heaney has not looked good in 3 starts, as I said. Last 2 were back-to-back against the Mariners. That's not easy. Going back-to-back against the same team. He went 11 2/3, 11 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 10 Ks. Rays have 44 at-bats against Heaney and are hitting 250 with a 754 OPS. If the market wasn't making this major move towards the Angels, I would probably take the Rays. And right now, I'm just going to leave it as a lean, and we'll maybe wait to see what the lineups are looking like. All right, let's move on to Indians-Tigers. Dave Allais sent out some interesting information earlier this morning about the Indians' very good record after a rest day. Adam Plutko, I don't know if he should be trusted, but he held the Yankees to 2 runs on 3 hits in 6 innings last start. Ryan Carpenter. I thought Ryan Carpenter had turned the corner. Thank God his next start was on Sunday, and I was trying to rest in a ditch with a bottle of liquor and didn't bet that game. Carpenter got lit up by the Twins and reverted back to old form. Tigers don't hit righties at all. 228, 665 OPS. And I don't know why I have Indians numbers against righties because we know that Carpenter is a lefty. That is my fault. Let me just put an L there. There we go. Carpenter lost his only career start against Cleveland last season. 5 earned runs in 5 innings. Cleveland hits the road after going 5-3 on the homestand. They look good throughout the homestand. Plutko held the Yankees to 2 runs on 3 hits in 6 innings. Plutko faced Detroit 4 times in his career. 1 start, posting a 1-0 record, 4.50 ERA. Tim Histad saying, love Miami tonight. I'm interested in them. Ron Crawford, 71% on Cleveland in his play. Let's take a look at what the market's done, because I could understand back in Cleveland for sure here. Opening at minus 155. You know, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Down to minus 150. This total's been at 9.5 and it's stuck around there. Let's see what the run line would be if I wanted to take a spread type situation here on the run line. I feel like Carpenter's vulnerable, even though the Indians don't hit don't hit lefties that well. Let's see what we're getting on Cleveland. Minus 1.5, plus 100 is the best we would get. Do we jump back on the Indians right now? I think we do. Tom Marino says, I'll be on the Flyers to win total over next year. Yeah, I hope so. Nuke Worker says, good day, lunchtime at Darlington Nuclear. How about those Raps and Powerhouse Blue Jays? Shout out to our guy, the Nuke Worker. Jared Trader said, I hammered the Indians. This is a must bet on the game today. Only at minus 150, minus 155. I guess that's because of Plutko. But Plutko looked a little better. Now, he was saved. There was a very hard hit where he was saved by Luplo in the outfield. Pie Guy says the Indians don't hit anyone that well. Rockstar said I took Cleveland minus 1 and on the Indians Brewers parlay. And we saw that Ron Crawford spreadsheet says take the Indians here. And I will. I'll take the Indians on the minus 1 line. So the run line, I'm getting plus 100. Plus 100 at 5 dimes. So let me just put that in. So the minus 1.5 is at plus 100. And the money line, here we go, money line. Here we go. The money line for the Indians money line. The best I get is minus 150. That's available at Bet Online. Bet Online giving us the best spot there. And Elliot V says Tigers' worst team in baseball, and that pitcher on the mound is even worse. You know, I thought he was actually going to possibly be a sneaky bet-on guy. I would never have done it against the Twins. But, well, I think he could have a good start here at home. But Indians off a rest day, 74 Fahrenheit. I'll take a risk here. Okay, minus 150. All right. Okay, let's move on. Cardinals at Mets. Ponce de Leon versus Steven Matz. Cardinals just 13-20 on the road, just 33-33 overall. A disappointing season for them. Mets 19-11 at home, 73 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 14 miles per hour, sideways out to right field. Let's take a look at what we're getting here in this Cardinals-Mets spot. Cardinals open up at plus 100 and now plus 113, a 13-cent move towards Matz and the Mets. We've already heard our guy. And there's Dave LA, max play Indians -1. Okay, that makes me feel better. Thank you for sharing that, Dave. And we know that Dom is on his Mets here. Cardinals scored twice with 2 outs in the ninth off Edwin Diaz to tie the game up. Carlos Martinez will start this continued game. Mats earned the win in his most recent start last Saturday. 3 runs to earned 10 Ks in 6 as the Mets beat the Rockies. We know the Rockies hit lefties hard. Mets seems to be coming around. Dom Reed says they will complete the game postponed from last night, then play the regular game. That's right, they will. Juan Ruiz in the house, my guy. Thank you for joining us, Juan. And Tom Marino says the Cardinals offense is garbage. They don't work counts or hit for average. They don't. The guys on. How many times have Cardinals backers, and I've been one of them, you got guys on first and third with none out, and you chalk up a 0 runs in that inning? You know, I feel like this is a spot to back our guy, Dom Ricci, who may be at this game tonight, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back Dom here. I'm going to back these Metropolitans. Let's see what we're getting on them right now. Minus 110. It's moved up to minus 124, so I'd be getting a minus 123. Wonder if, I guess I'm not going to take the minus 1.5 here. There's really no need to. But let's see what I'd get just out of curiosity if I took the run line here. It feels like there's an advantage early with Ponce de Leon. Early, wow, those big numbers, plus 170, plus 175. Let's see what you get first 5. You know, I still don't trust that Mets bullpen at all. Why don't we pull up the bullpen rankings quickly here? Let's just pull up the bullpen rankings, and then I can help me make a decision. Here we go. Sorry, I didn't have them up. Bullpen rankings. Okay, let's just take a quick look at what we're dealing with, because, you know, the first 5s have been working for me nicely, and I feel like maybe this would be a spot, especially with the Mets bullpen getting touched last night. They're just terrible. They're just a terrible bullpen. You know what, Dom? I totally understand why you're taking them full game. Let's see. Dom says Ponce is up from AAA where he pitched well, but that's AAA. Mets won last 3, pitching at least 6 innings. I get why you'd be taking them full game. I just feel like I can have. While I'm saying this, I should make sure that it's not too bad of a shot for me. Oh, it might be. Sorry, let's see what the money line is on Mats. First 5, of course, that's... Oh, no, it's fine. Getting minus 121 at 5 dimes. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Dave LA said, I have a great feeling this will be MLB favorites days. I break down each game notes, tell me the favorites in this MLB card. No Freaky Friday. Eddie Olay says, Cards Mets looks like a 1-run game. And Pie Guy says that whole division has terrible bullpens. That's a good call. That's a good call, Pie Guy. But I'm going to focus on the first 5 here. I'm going to focus on the first 5. So I'm going to take first 5. The best available line is at 5 dimes at minus 121. And that's what I will be taking. I will be taking Matt's first 5. Matt's and the Mets first 5 at minus 121. Available at 5 dimes. Aloha Eastside Roller says first 5 plus 110 for Mets. That's minus 0.5, my man. That's minus 0.5. I'm just going to take them on the money line here. Okay, but Ben Sports Pick 24/7 says, I see at least 5 dogs today easily. Dom Ricci says, I've been betting and saying any total at City at 8 or under is an overplay. Most of the time it's total at 8.5, so no play for me. That's a great note. Thank you for sharing that with us, Dom, my guy. Okay, that's my second play on the card. Mets first 5. Let's keep rolling. Pirates, Marlins, Brault, Richards. A lot of people talking about backing the Marlins here, and I get it. I absolutely, run line plus 110. Yeah, although I'm comfortable with just minus 121. I don't think that's fine with me. Sean Glass says Mets play to the over at home. Let's break down this Pirates-Marlins game as we move forward. Brault, Richards, sorry, that's first 5. Let me get to full game money lines and totals. All right. And Don Reed says Mets has been going at least 6. Mets used some pitchers last night. I'm sure they try to stretch out Mets tonight. And Viper MB says take Pirates series price. That is probably a very nice look there. A very nice look. Pie Guy says Cincinnati, when favored at home, do tend to win. Be careful. We'll be getting into that Reds game shortly. But right now, let's discuss this Pirates-Marlins game. So, oh shit, sorry, still on first 5. My fault. Let's go to full game. T says, good luck today. I have to get out of here early today. Take Argentina plus 2.5 at plus 113. T, thank you so much for joining us. Dave LA says Pirates or nothing. Brault has been looking better, and he spoke. I watched an interview on what's changed with his pitches and why it's working, and he just seems like a confident dude right now. Brault, Richards, Miami opens at minus 111. They're now at minus 117. I'm not interested in taking this Marlins squad as a favorite. The total opens at 8. It's now moved up to 8.5. Pirates rating 261, 746 OPS versus righties. Marlins rating 234, 629 OPS versus lefties. Pirates have lost 7 straight. Brault coming off a nice performance Sunday, 5-2 loss to the Brew Crew. We know that Brew Crew can hit lefties hard. Career best 6 1/3, allowed just 2 runs. Says, I used my 4-seam fastball, my sinker. That was the plan of attack. Richards has looked excellent in his last 4 starts as well. 3-1 with a 1.09 ERA. He's got his changeup rolling again. And Don Reed says, Jim, I'm not going tonight. Weather's sucking, and that delay between games could be brutal. Going tomorrow night instead. Oh, sweet, man. Please let us know. My man Levi says, as Babano said yesterday, the Pirates keep cashing overs. I think this might be a tricky one. Thank you, Russell Gordy. It was a wonderful victory for our country. Twadi Latte says, Brault 2.20 ERA over last month. I wonder why this total has moved to the over. And my only thought is the roof open? Because it's only 82 Fahrenheit in Miami tonight, so maybe the roof is open. I'd love to hear what you're doing with this spot. Twadi, love to hear what you're doing with this spot. Russell Gordy says, I'm on Marlins. Pittsburgh on decline. Ben Sportsbook 24/7 says, really nice looks with those teams. Going to dig deeper, but the info I got so far pointing in Dog's favor today. And Joe Rich Ramirez is on Cleveland full game money line. Brewers first 5 money line. Let's go. I do not have a move on this Pirates-Marlins, but I would be interested, and there's Hako Schofield Ness. I would be interested in the under had it not already moved towards the over, and I'm not going to get in the way of that line movement. Let's take a look at when that move was here at Pinnacle. Pinnacle actually opened it at 8.5, so that's good to know. Pinnacle opened at 8.5, dropped it down to 8 for about 3.5 hours, and then back to 8.5, so that's good to know. All right, and Dave Paddock. There's Dave Paddock. Dave Paddock, our guy. Great to see you in the chat, my man. Elliot V says staying away, and that is what I'm going to do at this point. But I'm expecting the roof to be open. If anybody could check that out, that would be wonderful. All right, let's keep moving along. We got Rangers at Mets. Chavez versus Molly. You know, I know the Rangers are rolling, and Bookie Lover Q said it's been raining here in Miami. I was looking at the weather, and it looked to me like it was going to stop, but there was a slight chance of light rain. But I hear you, Bookie Lover Q. So Bookie Lover Q expecting the roof to be closed. And Twadi saying waiting for Pirates team total to move to 4, then going over. Oh, wow. Wow, interesting. Okay. Rangers, Reds. Let's take a look at this market move here. Opened at 10, now at 9.5 is the total. Reds opening at minus 155 and now minus 154. So just a 1 cent move towards the Rangers. Cade Edwards has got the White Sox at minus 112 last night. Now it's minus 105. Knew I should have waited for public money to come in on the Yankees. Yeah, Cade, interesting. Even up against Giolito. That's interesting. I could understand why you might have thought that the backers are going to come in and believe in Giolito. So I can understand that thought process. Eddie Oler says Reds under 9 in a row, lean under again. Rangers rating 262, 801 OPS versus righties, but Molly's looked pretty good lately. Reds rating 226, 704 OPS versus righties as well. The Reds have been limited to averaging 2 runs per game during an 8-game stretch before Wednesday's 7-run outburst. Molly allowed 3 runs in 5 innings, 4-2 setback at Philly last Friday. That's his first loss. Oh, first defeat, yeah. So he'd lost 5 straight up until May 7th, and then he started pitching much better, and that was his first loss since he turned it around. Russell Gordy says, Yanks touch Gio. I'm looking forward to figure out what to do with that. Dave Paddock says, love to do this chat once. Oh, I'd love to do this chat once, all of us at the same sportsbook in Vegas. Yeah, that's what we've done. We've tried to do when we do the low bag, some of the champions, when we do IFBC, we try to get everybody together, and we will definitely be doing that if we get the green light, which hopefully we'll find out today about Miami. So we'll talk more about that. Dominic says we kind of did that last August IFBC, Dave. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Ben Sports 24/7 says Brault on the mound. He's solid. Can't back Marlins in this spot. And Dom, we'll hope to do that in Miami. Okay, and Russell Gordy says, Dave, I'm here in Vegas. We need to. Yes. Yeah, I love you guys hanging out together. I love the low baggers connecting in all the different cities. It just it makes me so happy. Eric Brinner saying, congrats, Canadians. Thank you so much, Eric. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. And Monday will be, I've never been in a parade, and I won't be in this one, sadly, because I'm not going to be able to fly up to Toronto right now, but my heart will be there cheering with them. Okay, Texas saw early 5-1 lead disappear in that setback to the Bo Sox on Thursday. Andrews and Pence are hitting very well. They're rolling. Both carry 5-game hitting streaks. And Shelby Miller's coming in after Jesse Chavez. And Red Girl says, check the weather. Miami's been raining. Okay. Russell Gordy says, Miami has no books, but babes. Yes. And then we can just use our offshore accounts. Hucko Schofield says, love Rangers with this line. But I feel like Shelby Miller's going to come in here and get touched. So I like the Reds here. I think Shelby Miller comes in here and gets touched. I really do. I think the Reds take care of business in this home spot. I think that the Rangers expended a lot of energy against the Red Sox. I mean, I don't want to fill this card up with favorites, but I just feel like the Reds are in a spot where they're going to take care of business against these Texas Rangers. They also have a bullpen advantage. Mr. Gokster said I'll get some good shots the cameras don't get. Please do, Gokster. Please, please, please do. And Dave Paddock says, sign me up, would be a blast. I will bring dozens of donuts. That sounds good to us. My God, that sounds great to us. Dave LA says, Rangers vs. Reds, over. Russell Gordy says, Reds win. I feel very good about this red spot, as Russell does as well. I feel like this. Now, the only thing that scares me a bit about the over is that it's moved a half run down towards the under. So maybe I make that move too with you, Dave. But at this point, I'm just going to take the Reds on the -1 line. I really feel like they take care of business here. I really do. Don Reed said, I'm ready for a Belmont Saturday or Sunday picnic in July if the East Coast lowbaggers are interested. I'll set it up, get us a spot and tables great for kids by the playground and in the paddock. Yeah, please do that. I'll help. I will help. Torino says Reds offense should regress. I mean, they've been playing terrible and then they have one good game. But I think that this is a tired Texas team. Don reaches on Rangers team total over is always a look. This is a Reds bullpen that's been strong and Molly's been strong. Okay, I'm taking the Reds on the -1 line. The best money line I can get is -154. That's available at Bet Online. So money line -154. And on the -1.5, let's see what I'm getting here. Quickly go to the run line. And on the -1.5 with these Reds, getting +125. That's available at 5 dimes. Pinnacle hanging at +121. All right, book it. All right, I love it. Let's keep rolling. There's PRC Publicist. Hey, Jimmy, I came to say I'm at work. We did it. It was great season. 1 Blues and Raptors. Thanks, low baggers. See you all in September. Happy summer. PRC Publicist, much love to you and all the energy you put into the chat. Great capping. Great work. And enjoy the celebration on Monday. And Dom Reed says, New York, New Jersey, Philly folks, let me know. My Twitter, @Dom541. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Rangers, Reds. I'm on the Reds, -1. Dave, LA says, I like Reds, Jimmy. I'm going with Reds team total over. That is a good look. That's a look that I'd be, even though the offense is being quiet, let's just see what it is here. I just think Shelby Miller gets touched here. And I like Molly. I'd need to get a nice spot here if I was going to take this. Let's see what I'm getting. Team totals here. I'm at Pinnacle. Cincinnati Reds team total. Show me where you are. Sorry. Here we go. That's not here. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Over 5.5 at +114. Over 5.5 at +114. I will be off of that. Okay. All right, so I'm on the Reds. Now let's move on to Phillies Braves. Let's take a look at the market move here. This is a big matchup. Braves are a 1.5 up in the NL East. Pivetta versus Fried, and Pivetta's looked great since coming back up from AAA. All right, and we have dogs coming from Ben Sports Picks 24/7. Seattle, Cubs, Philly, San Francisco, and D-backs. Tim Istad said, isn't Chavez pitching for Texas? Yes, but he's a relief pitcher now, and he won't go long. He's just an opener. Shelby Miller is the primary pitcher in this game. Hucko Schofield says, love you, Jimmy, but Texas will win. That does concern me when you say that, Hucko Schofield. It does concern me when you say that. Okay, let's take a look at Phillies. Braves, Philly, Atlanta. Oh, sorry, that's run line. Let's go to money lines and totals. Tormino says, Pivetta is a pitcher that is pitching great. He was strong in spring training. He's been great since coming up from the minors. Fried is nothing special. I think the value is on Philly. Eddie Oler says, Phillies, Braves looks like a 5-4 game. And thank you, Elliot V. You are a good man. You are a good man. Thank you for the kind words. All right, let's see what we have here. Darmy says, talk about it on Monday. Yeah, let's get this group together. I'd love if you guys could all get together at Belmont. That'd make me so happy. Okay, so Phillies, Braves. Let's see what we're dealing with. Excuse me. Here we go. Total open at 9.5. It's still at 9.5, but it's now open at 9.5 minus 110. It's now under at minus 117. So 7-cent move towards the under. And oh, sorry. Yes, 7-cent move towards the under. And Atlanta opening at minus 128. There's been a 4-cent move towards them. A 4-cent move towards them. There's Marku. Thank you for that. And Reds team total is too high. I agree with that. Poker Addict says, Fried at home, Jimmy. You know how hot I've been. I do. I do know how hot I've been. Akos Goldfield says, love the over on Philly. And Rod Zawaki says, under 9.5 Fridays. Dominic says, Pavada has been great at home, but Braves crushing games at home. Fried, 2.75 ERA last 6. Ben Sports 24/7 says, I'm trusting Pavetta to get the job done. Let's talk a bit more. Braves have won 7 straight. They're rolling. A dangerous team to get in the way of. Braves are hitting 261, 784 OPS versus righties. Phillies 239, 731 OPS versus. I know that Fried's a lefty, but I did not put that here. And Gas Station Susie says, I am full fade of Pavetta. Bet Braves money line. Interesting. Russell Gordon says, Atlanta being fire at home. And Top Set says, I'm going to be on the ponies all weekend, Jimmy. I might be able to. I need sleep badly. But that does sound exciting. All right, in 3 starts since being recalled, Pavetta 2-0, 1.80 ERA, pitched a complete game in his last start against Cincinnati on June 8th. 9 career starts against the Braves, 4-1, 3.21 ERA. Fried bounced back June 9th against Miami after one of his worst performances of the season on June 4th when he allowed 5 runs in 4 innings against Pittsburgh. His following start against the Marlins, 6 innings, 3 runs, striking out 7. He doesn't look great right now. He does not look great. I guess I would like to take Philly here as a dog, but the Braves are just too hot right now, is what you guys are saying. Tom Marino says Braves have won 7 straight against weak competition. I have a lean towards the Phillies, but I guess I shouldn't get in the way of this dangerous Brave squad. MLB says Braves about to lose. Red Girl says, I can't wait for DJ Big Boss. Where's DJ Big Boss going to join us from now? Who knows? Where is DJ Big Boss going to join us from? Melly Mouse says Atlanta is pitching badly. Philly is live. Elliot V says fading Phillies. All right, I'm going to take some more time. Let's talk about this exciting Yankees-White Sox matchup. Sabathia versus Giolito. Let's take a look here. Sabathia, Giolito. So the White Sox open as minus 110, and now Sabathia and the Yanks are at minus 111. The total opened at 110 apiece for the 9. It's now juiced to the under. Eric Jones saying under. Yankees are hitting 263, 811 OPS versus righties. White Sox are hitting 256, 711 OPS versus lefties. Giolito attempts to get his 9th straight win. First 10-game winner in the majors. Giolito enters the weekend 8-0 with a 1.69 ERA in his last 10 starts. Giolito last pitched a week ago in a 2-0 win at Kansas City when he won his 8th straight decision, 7th straight start. Dave LA says, I'm on White Sox first 5 money line. That makes a ton of sense, Dave. That makes a ton of sense. Oh, I just think that makes so much sense. Thank you, Base Kniff. It's a rare feeling for us up north, a very rare feeling. Oh, I like Dave's look a lot there. What do you guys say? White Sox first 5? Giolito's just rolling. I mean, he's not going to be this spectacular. Wow. Okay, let's take a quick look at what we'd get on them first 5. Actually, you know what? Let's stick with money lines and totals first 5. Oh, sorry, first 5 money lines and totals. All right, let's see. CD Bay's taking the under. Poppy Longwood said, Jimmy Giolito's been great for you lately. He still owes me $1,000 at least. All right, let's see what we're getting here. White Sox. So it's 4.5. I think that first 5 under makes sense. White Sox team total. Can Gio keep this up? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure he can keep what he's doing up, but I think he can be very good. Top set says I have to say White Sox first 5 is the only play. R. Hay says Yankees had 7 runs on them last time. Let's take a quick look at what they've done against them here. Batter to batter. Here we go. White Sox. 5 minutes. We're going to be joined by DJ Big Boss. For the White Sox against Sabathia, they don't touch him at all. 175 average, 506 OPS. And yeah, these Yankees smashed Giolito, but this is just a different Giolito. Don Ricci says cashing over the 9, Yanks on the road. What are you doing with this game, Russell? Russell Gordy says Yanks got 7 off him last time. I just feel like this is a different Giolito. I really do. I feel like the White Sox first 5 and the White Sox first 5 under is live. Maybe just the White Sox first 5 under because Sabathia can roll through this lineup, but Sabathia hasn't looked that good lately. 3-3, 3.96 ERA, 1.28 WHIP. Russell Gordy says Yanks first 5 is the play. Poker Addicted says betting against Giolito isn't smart. I'll get you next week says I took full game White Sox. Elliot V says Yanks leave CC in too long. Same story. They see his pitches and adjust, hit them out. MLB saying CC definitely going to allow at least 3 first 5. Red Girl says I like the White Sox. I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave these as leans. I'm seeing the market move towards the Yankees. I'm going to take more time with this. So I'm leaning towards White Sox first 5. I'm leaning towards the first 5 under 4.5. Russell Gordy says Yanks bounce back. Rockstar says White Sox first 5 only look. Dave L.A. says ride the Cy Young pitcher. White Sox first 5 money line. I'm close to making that. But at this point, money's coming in towards the Yanks and CC, so I'm just going to wait and see. All right, so how many games do we have left? We have 6 games left. And which ones are those? I know that our guy, DJ Big Boss, is going to talk about the 2 late games, Dodgers and Giants. Dodgers and Giants. There is Drew Martin, says Yankees shit the bed last night. Drew Martin will be live with me on The Late Show today, co-hosting The Late Show. Rafa doing the arms. We're excited to have Drew live with me on the show. It's going to be absolutely great. Absolutely great. Okay, so why don't we talk first about this Jays Astros spot, Sanchez Cole. Let's take a quick look. Sanchez, Cole in this Astros Jays spot. Oh, sorry, those are first 5s. Let's go to full game, money lines, and totals. Full game, money lines, and totals. That's going to be exciting. Drew Martin live in studio, and then Donnie Rightside going to be joining us. It's going to be very, very fun. Blue Jays, Astros. Let's take a look here. Total open at 8.5. It's still at 8.5 at Bookmaker, and it's now 8 everywhere else. Total's dropped a half run. Cole opens at minus 240. It's been a 44-cent move towards Cole and the Astros. Wow. Wow, I absolutely think that the Jays are starting to have value. But Pie Guy says Jays are going to get destroyed. Ben Sportsbook 24/7 says Houston run line against Sanchez. Don't like him pitching at all. Don Corleone says congrats to me. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Pie Guy says Cole over 9.5 Ks. Sean Glass also on the Houston run line. And again, in Houston, can you guys check if the roof is open? Because I'm expecting the roof to be open. It's a pretty nice night, but the wind is over 10 miles an hour, and that usually negates that. Look at Art Hayes saying Yankees first 5 sold over. There's my guy, Alex Ramirez. Spidey, play of the day, Astros run line, and Twins run line. Nice work. LEV says Sanchez equals home runs. Dave LA says I took Cole K's over 7 minus 115, and Astros first 5 team total over 2.5. Wow. No one's staying. Hey, the Jays might have value. Nobody. Okay. And Lamont Williams says Boston money line and White Sox money line win. I'll copy and paste that. Here we go. Booker did say, I think if you're playing this Houston game, if you take the dog at that massive plus price and you leave it alone, Sanchez being on and makes this a very live dog play. Thank you, Booker Addicted 79. Thank you. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste a couple of things here. Eddie Euler played the Eskies minus 9.5. All right, I'm going to copy and paste a couple of things here from Dave L.A. There we go. Okay, let's get to work here. We're going to be joined in a minute by our guy DJ Big Boss, who's going to be capping those late games, Dodgers and Giants. Dodgers and Giants. So we have Royals, Twins, Keller and Gibson. We have, and we know that the Twins hit 266, 851 OPS versus righties. Ty Clinton says, I live in Houston, Jimmy. Man. And Doug Barnhouse says, roof is rarely open, too hot, I live here. That's what I always think. But when it's under 90, I think maybe it would be for a nice night. But you guys would know best. And Tim Histad said, Friday night games in Houston, it's a lock. Mally Mouse says, Houston minus 2.5 easy. So then we have Padres, Rockies, Quantrill, and Hoffman. And Mariners, Athletics. So those are the 3 games left on the card. And we will have to spend more time on them on the late show. Maybe we'll touch them when we got Big Boss here joining us. 111 Wolf says, when you say copy and pasting, what are you saying? Is that just your personal notes? Yes, I just copy and paste it below my notes. I just do that. Okay. Let's go to work here. And let's just quickly look at the market movements in these 3 games and then bring in our guy, Big Boss, with this Padres, Rockies spot. Here we go. San Diego, Colorado. It's at 12.5, and it stayed there. The Rockies opened at minus 115. They're now minus 126, an 11-cent move on Hoffman and the Rockies. Then with the Mariners at Athletics, Gonzalez, Bassett. We have it opening at 9, moving up to 9.5, and then a 10-cent move towards the A's and Bassett. And that makes sense to me. You know, and Elliot V saying under in the Rockies game. How about the A's? They 278, 852 OPS versus lefties. Let's just quickly look at baseball data against the pitcher here, and let's make this the last play and then bring in our guy, DJ Big Boss here. Against Marco Gonzalez, not very good numbers. Wow. All right, that gives me pause. 86 at-bats. Okay, so this isn't just a jump on right away. Taco Schofield says, Jimmy, you need to come to Houston. You know, we've started talking about it. We started talking about Houston. You know, so I would love that opportunity roll with Scarface and the boys down there. So we've been talking about it, and we will talk about it more. And but it's very exciting. So yeah, Houston, it seems like a pretty dope spot when there's a ton of cappers down there. So we are talking about it, and we should know about Miami possibly by the end of the day. Possibly by the end of the day. Okay, so at this point, not a lot of moves. Coming off a 5-0 day, that's not going to scare me. Oh, and Hako Schofield saying Astros and over play of the day. I'm going to copy and paste that. Russell Gordy says, take a shot on Orioles first 5. That's a very exciting look. Sorry, going to get that down here as well. There we go. And then here is my action on today's card. Coming off a 5-0 day. I can't say that enough. Do we know who's pitching for in that matchup for the Orioles? Do we know yet? Okay, and Ty Clinton says Rip Bushwick. Yes, Rip Bushwick. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm on Indians -1. That's money line -150 and the run line at -1.5 at +100. Dave Ellis says, wanted to take A's team total over, but saw the numbers. Gonzalez good numbers for A's in Oakland. Yeah, that gave me positive. Then I'm on the Mets first 5 at -121. And I'm on the Reds -1. Money line -154 and run line +125. And Lamont Williams max bet. Lamont Williams max bet is Milwaukee on the run line. All right. And I'm going to copy and paste that one. Okay. Now, the big question on everybody's mind. Where is Big Boss coming to us from? How fun is it to have our guy, DJ Big Boss, on the show? Where's he coming from? Let's find out right now. Representing Long Beach, California, we got DJ Big Boss in the house on this Friday morning. How you doing today, my guy?
Oh. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, man? I'm coming live from McDonald's recording studios, Jimmy. Guess what? Due to the recent tariffs, McDonald's, they got to put some new stuff out because some prices be going up. So they got me in here on this little temp gig working on these new songs. And I need y'all help, man. I need y'all help with this one. So I'm gonna give them. It's 3 of them I got right now, Jimmy. I need to get your opinion on this one. You know, this is DJ Big Boss, McDonald's trap music type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. Here go the first one. I got 10-piece nuggets in the trap box. Yeah, only getting 1 sauce now. 10-piece nugget in my trap box. Yeah, you only getting 1 sauce now. And then I got 10-piece, one sauce, that's Mando. People, that's mandatory. 10-piece, one sauce, that's Mando. That's mandatory. And then I got one. One. You ain't getting nothing else. One. Sauce to yourself. What you think, Jimmy? What should I go with?
Oh man, for me, man, it's the first one, man. The first one is banging. The first one's banging. Can I hear that first one more time?
I got a 10-piece nugget in the trap box. Yeah, only getting one sauce now. I got a 10-piece nugget in the trap box. Yeah, only getting one sauce now. What you think?
Yeah, man. Oh, that's fucking gold, man. That's gonna be platinum in minutes, man. Oh, that's gonna blow up, man. That's some special shit. DJ Big Boss. Man, that's gonna be in my head all day long. Beautiful stuff. There's but CT Bay says Mando. CT Bay says the second one. Says Mando. Okay, let's hear the second one more time.
10-piece, one sauce, that's Mando. People, that's mandatory. 10-piece, one sauce, that's Mando. People, that's mandatory.
Okay. I still like the first one, but those are dope. Those are both dope, man. That's real. Okay. All right. That's wonderful stuff. All right. Not only are you popping off number one tracks by the minute, you are 6-1 in your last 7 bets here on this show. Coming off a 2-0 Wednesday. Big Boss, straight fire. And what he's doing is something that we've seen a lot of cappers excel at. And that's when they focus on a small amount of teams and master those teams. And we should all take note because it's something that you're just doing spectacularly well, Big Boss. Respect. And I know we are hitting the Dodgers game and the Giants game. Is that right?
Yes, sir. And yeah, we over here, we're going to make the hits better than ba-da-ba-ba-ba, just do it. Any of them little slogans, when we get to the right one, it's on. But hey, let's get into some capping, man. I had some time to do that too. So Cubs and Dodgers right here, right? Dodgers won last night, 7-3. Good job, Dodgers. You know, that was probably a little revenge from the last matchup they had back in April where the Cubs beat them at home 2-1 in the series. So Dodgers just coming back trying to return the favor in this one. And I ain't mad at them. Tonight they're going to start Rich Hill versus Hendricks. Now, Rich Hill, he's 3-1. He has an OBP of 290. He's 2-0 in his last 3. Let's take a look at his last 3 out. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. So the guy's been doing an awesome job. And then Hendricks, on the other hand, he's 7-4. He's 3-0 in his last 3 out. He has an OBP of .283. So he's keeping it down right there too. And let's take a look at his last 3 out. He went 7 innings, 8 hits, 1 run. And then again, he went 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Then he went 8 innings, 4 hits and 1 run. So as I dug a little further into it, I like to look into what those actual last 3 games look like in the first 5. And I noticed that both of them in the first 5 right here, Hill, he gave up 2 runs, 0 runs, 2 runs. And then Hendricks, he gave up 1 run, 2 runs, and then another 1 run. So I'm really liking the under in this one. I'm leaning that way. The under is looks like, well, when I capped it yesterday, it was 9-1-1 in the last 12 for the Dodgers right there. And then the under is 9-3 for Hicks in his last 12 too. So one other fact is the under is 4-1-1 in Friday games for the Dodgers. Now, I do cap the Dodgers closely on the days of the week. I also have this little fade that I have. I always fade the Dodgers in late games on the weekends. My theory behind that is that, you know, it's a lot to do in LA. If you have to go to work late night on a Saturday, that's whack. Like, you ain't really trying to make the best of it. So I always fade the Dodgers in the late games on Saturdays. That's going to be tomorrow. So today I'm probably looking for the Dodgers for a win. But my play of the day right here is first 5 under.
First
minus
5.
104, 105 at Heritage right now.
Yeah, first 5 under. Look at these numbers against the opposition, and the Dodgers smash Hendricks. One of the few teams that do that. Now, the sample size isn't that big boss, but they're 11 for 33 with a double and 3 homers. 333 average, 1.042 OPS. Turner is 3 for 8, Muncy 2 for 4, Bellinger 1 for 2. These guys hit him. And then look at Rich Hill against these Cubbies. They're 3 for 20 with 3 singles. 3 for 20. That's a 150 average and a 150 slugging. A 190 on base. I mean, so you feel like at this point that Hendricks has. So how do you feel about these Dodgers bats? Because they've got the Hendricks. Why is it that you're not going to back the Dodgers here instead of taking? So do you think that Hendricks can take care of these bats?
Well, the way I see it, Jimmy, is that we already know. We got to take what we already know. The Dodgers bats can turn on late. It happens all the time. They may come out, pop a couple, they chill for a while. If the other team responds, then they wait till like the 6th, 7th inning, and then they start landing on them. So, but then, it's always, catch-22 with the Dodgers, and, we capping, it's always, everything ain't 100%, but it's always a chance, Dodgers might put up 6 runs in 1 inning, but I think both pitchers come out here, focus right here, and, at least hold it down for the first 5 under the 4. I see them giving up 2 apiece. Actually, I really kind of captured the line right on the line of 4, but I lean towards the over just because it's a Dodger game. It's at home. It's a Friday night, and I'm looking for the Dodgers to lose tomorrow.
Yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it. Yo said, Jimmy, where'd you get them stats from? These that I'm pulling up right now are from Daily Baseball Data. Daily Baseball Data. Let me just. Oh, sorry, they're already up here. Let me get them. Yes, dailybaseballdata.com. Okay, that's interesting. I'm close to. Okay, let me ask you this: if I'm close to taking the Dodgers here, and what would if you wanted to take me off of the Dodgers first 5? How would you do it? What would you say? Like, what would your reasoning be not to take the Dodgers first 5 in this game?
I don't really have a reason for you not to take the Dodgers first 5 right here. Dodgers just a streaky team. They start off slow a lot of times, and that will be the only reason. But I think the Dodgers really get the win today. Minus 150 is not something that I'm jumping for, and the run line is decent looking right here. But I find better with the total right here.
Yeah, I get it. Drawwan says that's Mendo. Okay, I'm gonna make a move here on the Dodgers minus a half. Dodgers minus a half. I'm getting plus 105. Big Boss is on the first 5 under 4, and I'm on the Dodgers first 5 minus a half, and that is at plus 105. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's keep rolling right along. Big Boss. We have Milwaukee versus San Francisco. Davies versus Pomerantz. 2 very interesting pitchers. Davies, if you look at like Ant L and some of these cappers, think he's absolute trash. Absolute trash. They want to fade him every chance they get. And here he is 7-0 with a 2.41 ERA, 1.25 whip. Pomerantz has looked terrible all year, but he's coming off by far his best start of the season. The Giants only 221, 666 OPS versus righties, and the Brewers smash lefties, 257, 813. 60 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 11 miles per hour out to left center, but we know at that park the winds swirl, so it's a little different. And then here we go, DJ Big Boss, for the full lines, money lines, and totals for this Brewers-Giants game. Brewers opening at minus 152, a 3-cent move to. Oh, sorry, that's first 5, my fault. The Brewers open at minus 151, and there's been a 14-cent move towards the San Francisco Giants. This total opened at 8, juice to the over. It's now at 8, juice to the under. Big Boss, Brewers at Giants.
Hey, I can only look at this game one way and call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but sometimes you got to take the edge that you got. And I can't believe you just sit there with a straight face and explain that money is coming in on San Francisco right now. This city, San Francisco, is in a sunken place after last night. You better believe that. If you ever been to the Bay, you know they all ride together. They are in mourning right now for their Golden State Warriors. So I don't expect much to come out of San Francisco at all. And Pomeranz, he did come out with a good start last time, but he's been all over the place. You know, he had numbers that I seen and I said, this couldn't be true. You know, 8 runs and 1.4 innings or something like that. We don't know what we're going to get out of Pomeranz. No way you can put your money on that one. As a matter of fact, in this one, the Brewers own the series in this 7-3 in the last 10. You look at this one. If you want to go deep into the stats, Davies is OBP .308, Pomeranz OBP .385. I would kind of lean the over in this game, but I'm gonna stay away from the over. I'm gonna thrash that sunken place that they in, and I'm gonna take the Brewers on the run line today plus 115. Jimmy.
Wow, that makes sense, but I just have great fear, and it's helped. Gin Rummy has helped me have this great fear about going against these market moves, and somebody feels somebody's putting money. So at this point, more bets are on Milwaukee, and there's been a 14-cent move towards the Giants, and that just scares the shit out of me. Now, everybody agreeing with you, people jumping all over it with you. And Eddie Oller says, I have Brewers, but it reminds me of that Kershaw San Francisco game last week where it looked way too obvious. James says, chilling in my background, my Type A background, Big Boss Production is what I do for a living. Dope backdrop. Giving you a shout out to Big Boss. Art Hazel agreeing with your capping. Art Hayes saying, absolutely. Agrees completely with your play there. Eddie Oller played the Brew Crew already. Joe Rich Ramirez says, Giants have no shot here. You know, it's, and Ramon Scott says, sharp move on Giants, certainly. And I'm not going to go against that. And Dave LA says, I'm on Giants. So why don't we, I'm going to take a little bit more time on this spot. But I'm telling you what, taking the Giants is going up against Big Boss. And he has hit 6 of his last 7 on this show. He had 4 in a row and then lost his last game last week. And he opens this week with 2-0. Man, I love having you on this show. I also love having you in my life, Big Boss. You just put smiles on our faces, and it just feels good to be around you, my guy. Where can we find you on Twitter? Tell us a little more about your contest.
Hey, wait, Jimmy. Now, I forgot to tell you. Now, I can sell you on the Giants all day because I've been on the Giants. I told y'all last time about the thing with Muncy and Bumgarner kind of sparked up the bats with San Francisco, and they responded, and they continue to respond. But you know, so I see the sharps coming in on San Francisco, but you know, being that this is my home state, I've been up there in San Francisco. I can tell you what the mood is like right now. The weather is never super shiny all day. It's gloomy. It changes around emotions. People just chilling. They done with sports for at least a hot second. And Brewers own these guys anyway, so Brewers gonna get it right there. But yeah, I'm DJ Big Boss. You can catch me at DJ BIGG. BOSS on Twitter, you know, and you can also catch me on the Who Bangin' Sports Show on YouTube. We got a whole bunch of new stuff coming to you with the college breakdowns. We got our issue in of our college preparatory Bibles, and we're going to start breaking those down. So stay tuned to Who Bangin' Sports for the breakdown on that. But yeah, that's what's up, Jimmy. Happy Friday to y'all. And also, show me some love in the chat, man. My birthday is Sunday. It's trash, right? I hate when my birthday falls on Father's Day. Everybody gets the discounted gift and everything for the double up. But show me some love today, Friday, man. And Sunday's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'm in here making tracks right now. They got me off the grill, man. So what we gonna do? Y'all want to go with the one? Y'all don't like number 3? I like number 3. 1-1-1-1. You ain't getting nothing else. 1-1-1-1. Sauce to yourself.
What a guy. What a guy. Trotwam says it best about our guy, DJ Big Boss. He says, the man, the myth, the MILF spotter, the sauce collector, the Mountain West legend, DJ Big Boss. Follow him on Twitter. And most importantly, Big Boss, happy birthday, man. You bring so much light into our lives. I hope you have a spectacular birthday. I will holler at you on Sunday. Rafa, giving the big heart to you. Man, you are loved. You are beloved down here in the office, Big Boss. Happy birthday on Sunday. There's our guy, DJ Big Boss, doubling up on Sunday, Father's Day, and his birthday. And I'm only on 4 plays. And the last one has taken a lot of back and forth in the chat. Russell Gordy and Dom and the guys who are not backing the Dodgers first 5. But I'm not going to be afraid of it after kind of breaking down all these numbers. Also, I can't wait to study this White Sox-Yankees game a little bit more. I want to work on that. So I've got 4 plays on this card. I'm on the Indians -1. I'm on the Mets first 5. I'm on the Reds -1. And I'm on the Dodgers first 5 -0.5, coming off a 5-0 day and up 25 units in MLB since last Monday. So it's been a nice run. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat. This is how we start our weekend. Let's have a really, really fun start. And let's get to work. Meet up here on The Late Show where Drew Martin will be live co-hosting the show with me. And Donnie Rightside will be joining us. But most importantly, Leche and los Bookmakers!